Donald Trump is the first former US president to be convicted of a crime. The New York jury found him guilty on all 34 counts of falsifying business records to cover up a hush money payment made during the 2016 election campaign. The 12-member panel deliberated for almost 10 hours before reaching its decision. Mr Trump, who's the presumptive Republican presidential nominee, has called it a rigged process to damage his re-election hopes.
We didn't do a thing wrong. I'm a very innocent man, and it's okay. I'm fighting for our country. I'm fighting for our Constitution. Our whole country is being rigged right now. This was done by the Biden administration in order to wound or hurt an opponent, a political opponent, and I think it's just a disgrace.
Prosecutors mounted their case over reimbursements paid to Donald Trump's former lawyer Michael Cohen. They relate to a $200,000 payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels to buy her silence over a sexual encounter she said took place in 2006, something Mr Trump has always denied. The prosecution successfully argued those reimbursements were falsely lodged as legal expenses to ensure it didn't damage his election prospects.
The defendant, Donald J. Trump, is guilty of 34 counts of falsifying business records in the first degree to conceal a scheme to corrupt the 2016 election. And while this defendant may be unlike any other in American history, we arrived at this trial and ultimately today at this verdict in the same manner as every other case that comes through the courtroom doors, by following the facts and the law and doing so without fear or favor.
The verdict was met with cheers from some people who gathered outside the court and disbelief for the dozens of Trump supporters who've been there throughout the proceedings. The conviction has shocked many New Yorkers.
I did not think that this was actually going to happen, and I can't believe it. It's about time he was held accountable for something.
It's a difficult decision to convict a former president.
I feel very sad for America because this is the man who's fighting for America.
This case is the first of Donald Trump's 4 criminal indictments. He could face a prison term of up to 4 years, but legal analysts say that's unlikely to happen. The judge has set a sentencing date of July the 11th. The conviction is almost certain to face a challenge.
There will absolutely be an appeal. That is just what happens in almost every criminal case, in particular with a finding of guilt after a jury trial. You will have an appeal. Appeals take time. And so this is not something that we will know the decision on before the election, certainly maybe not even for a year or so. They really do take quite a while to have a decision with respect to an appeal like this.
Even despite the conviction, Donald Trump can still become president. The US Constitution only states presidents need to be at least 35 years old and have lived in the country for 14 years. Even in the unlikely event he's imprisoned, Mr Trump could be sworn in behind bars on Inauguration Day if he wins November's election. His likely opponent, President Joe Biden, says the verdict shows no one is above the law. A former federal prosecutor says it's uncharted territory.
It's a stunning verdict and really will change the course of history in a way that I don't think anybody could have really expected a number of years ago here. The fact that a former United States president now stands as a convicted felon is something that really shakes the very foundations of this country.